Greetings, brothers and sisters in Christ. It's a joy and an honor for me to share these few moments with you. And it's in connection with the honor that is due to our dear brother Bonnie Ellington. It's an honor to pay tribute to him. I came to know Bonnie by his engagement and his visits here at Olivet Gospel Church. He was one of the founders, along with Lennox Mangrew and his wife, Renal Small and his wife, and Lorna Dillion, then Constable, and her mother. They got together and participated in getting a ministry off the ground. Actually, Sister Mangrew tells the story that God had spoken to her deeply in her spirit in a dream one evening, and she stood up her husband to go to New York and begin this ministry. Roy Ellington had been in New York, or rather in New Jersey before, and he was one of the guys that Lennox Mangrew called, along with Renal Small and Lorna and her mother. And together they began to discuss the work of ministry. Bonnie was a member of a church in New Jersey, and he agreed to leave. Renal himself was also at another church, and they agreed to leave and come to the Bronx and begin this ministry. They got this work off the ground, and it was very fervent. They got a lot of help from mission in New Jersey, loaned them an organ, and the pastor came and preached, and they got everything up and running. And these men, Lennox Mangrew, Renal Small, and Bonnie Ellington, worked diligently in preparing a storefront place for the church to begin its first meeting. Bonnie has always been an unassuming man. He has been always very reserved, quiet, but indeed a fire for the Lord. He had a zeal for the things of God. He committed himself to ministry, always participating and serving the Lord. He and his wife were diligent in their contribution to the work here of ministry. It wasn't long, though, before he felt that the travels from New Jersey to New York was a little bit too much. And within 4 years, he remained back in Jersey and, in fact, began engaging in a Sunday school ministry. Over the years, Bonnie continued to be in touch with the saints here at Olivet, and he continued to always offer his kindest words and his fervent support for what God had done through the ministry of these 6, 7 people who had come up and were part of this work. So on behalf of the leaders here at Olivet, and on behalf of the congregation, and on behalf of the pioneers who got this work off the ground, we want to say thank God for Brother Roy Ellington, who in fact later years became Pastor Roy Ellington after he moved back to Jamaica. We're always mindful of the scriptures in the book of Revelation, where it calls attention in Revelation chapter 14 and verse 13. It says, "Right, blessed are the dead who die in the Lord from now on, for they rest from their labors, and their works follow them." This work is a tribute to the efforts of these 7 people. This work here is a beacon and a light that has shone in the Bronx, where many have found a nesting place, the word of God being preached still, and the love of Christ being shared still. We thank God for brother, Pastor Roy Bonnie Ellington. May the Lord continue to bless his labors and the works of his hands. God bless you on an evening like this. Thank you.